Greetings from the Philippines to the world. We are on Facebook Live on Eagle News and also on our streaming site, eaglenewslive.com. Watch us on our YouTube channel at Eagle News. Ako po si Cesar Vallejos. Welcome to Open for Business. Join me discover the latest news and information and business around the world. Stay ahead of the curve from vision to action. In an article by Yvette Tan at the site agriculture.com.ph, the COVID-19 crisis has highlighted something that people engaged in agriculture have known for a long time already. Ang seguridad ng pagkain sa bansa ay nakasalalay sa suporta ng mga Pilipino sa ating mga magsasaka. Due to this crisis, many farmers have had difficulty taking their produce to market. The Department of Agriculture reports show that government is also doing programs to help both farmers and consumers have access to markets and fresh food. Ms. Tan also quoted in the article Chef Jam Melchor, founder of Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement and country head of Slow Food Youth Network Philippines. She said, keeping the country's food supply chain alive and making sure that all of the pandemic's impacts across the food system are being addressed. Ano-ano ba ang mga isyong ito na nakakaapekto sa mga magsasaka? Paano rin ba makakatulong ang pribadong sektor at mga individual para matulungan ang mga magsasaka sa panahong ito ng krisis? Bob Segovia, Managing Director of Pascual Total Health, and Angelo Senon Valdez, CEO and founder of Harper Hill and ASEAN HR Media, will join us later. Stay with us. Open for Business will be back.
Maliit pa sila, pina-practice ko sila. Hanggang natuto sila.
Alos buong Pilipinas nalibot na namin, ganun din sa ibang bansa. Ngayon, nakasa kami sa kasama dito sa kompetisyon ng Tagisan ng Galing. Siyempre, excited kami.
Yung app namin, pakikita namin sa karamayang nanonood.
Kasama ko po ang aking tatay at ang tawag po sa amin ngayon ay the Father and Daughter Balancing Act.
This program is presented by SMC Infrastructure, building a better world. Vet-approved NutriChunks, the only premium dog food with active boost for optimum energy and probiotics that help strengthen immunity. Just like Catherine Bernardo, gawing listo ganado ang fur babies niyo. Listo ganado sa NutriChunks. Sanmig sugar-free white coffee, puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na! Sanmig sugar-free white coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free.
Magnolia Chicken Templados. Delicious, ready to cook and freshly marinated daily. Pure Foods Luncheon Meat. Pure sarap for every family. Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef. Ang cheesy ng corned beef mo. Walang duda. Kids can tell na #1 ang Pure Foods Tender Juicy. Ang tender, ang juicy, ang sarap.
Co-presented by Kubert, expert in air conditioning and electromechanical. Also engaged in structural, electrical, fire protection, plumbing, and sanitary services. Kubert, your ultimate MEPS and air conditioning solutions. Vita Herbs Philippines Green Coffee. Masarap, mabango, at healthy pa. Canrip Corporation, your ventilation and air conditioning specialist. New San Jose Builders Incorporated. Unlad Incorporated International. Fight against global poverty in participation with Rain or Shine and Estomeric Waterproofing Paint. Color for protection for your home. Matimco. Matimco is wood. Wood is Matimco. R Square Variables Incorporated, your trusted UPS supplier and UPS maintenance provider in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. CompuZell Computer Services, ID card and lanyard manufacturer. Saisho International Trading Corporation, DN Steel, EMAT UPVC Roof Corporation.
Listo at ganado ang baby ko sa vet-approved Nutri-Chunks. With active boost and prebiotics na pampalisto. Made with real meat, with essential nutrients to help them grow healthy and happy. Listo, ganado sa Nutri-Chunks.
Skyway Stages 1 and 2, the elevated toll road system project, run from a section of the South Luzon Expressway from Magallanes, Makati. The Skyway Stage 3 is an elevated expressway connecting the South Luzon Expressway through the existing Skyway Stages 1 and 2 to the North Luzon Expressway via Balintawak. Skyway Stage 4 is an 80-kilometer mixed elevated and at-grade toll road that will connect the existing Skyway system starting from the FTI section all the way to Bulacan.
Hey, Gretchen Ho here, and I'm a white coffee lover. Creamy kasi, and very yummy. Pero mas masarap kung hindi nakaka-guilty. Check my new discovery, San-May Sugar-Free White Coffee. Puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na! San-May Sugar-Free White Coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free.
Ikaw lang ang star ng buhay ko. Para sa akin, perfect ka. Ibang klase ang sarap ng corned beef mo. Ang cheesy ng corned beef mo. Pag Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef, sarap ng corned beef, inangat pa ng real cheese cubes. Kaya perfect ang sarap. Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Open for Business is back and the topic for today is Focus on Farmers. And I'm happy to have with us the Managing Director of Pascual Total Health, Mr. Bob Segovia, and the CEO and founder of Harper and Hill and ASEAN HR Media, Angelo Senon Valdez. Magandang hapon sa inyong dalawa. Magandang araw.
Magandang hapon, Cesar.
Cesar, thank you for inviting us here.
Okay, maybe before we talk on the topic focus on farmers, first I'd like to ask Jello, because he is from Baguio and we learned from a lot of the reports that Baguio is one of the cities in the Philippines which really implemented good ECQ practices. Kumusta na ba ang Baguio ngayon, Jello?
Thank you, Cesar, for asking us to join your program. Just to give you a background of what's happening in Baguio right now, we are fortunate to have good leaders na nagpatupad ng tamang execution ng mga precautions in terms of ECQ. At the same time, of course, in discipline, fortunate enough that we have, I think the residents here in Baguio, we follow some rules and regulation, of course, implemented by our local government. Sabi nga nila, pag hindi ka sumunod sa tamang procedure, they will implement the law. So I think for now, that's the main reason why bumaba ang cases here in Baguio, and tulong-tulong ang community to really bumalik sa dati, or bumalik sa normal ang nangyayari dito sa Baguio. Thanks to our local government leaders. I think that's most important. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Bob. I think one of the interesting discussions now is this work from home initiatives. As a matter of fact, all of us are talking from different locations. I used to invite my guests here at the studio, but now it's really, using this technology to really interact with each other. Ano sa palagay mo naman, Bob, ang mangyayari sa mga susunod na araw? Is this going to be the new normal in terms of doing work, how we are entertained, how we relate to each other? And marami din ang nagsasabi na wala nang balikan ito. Parang yung iba sinasabi nila May 15, pagkatapos ng May 15, balik na sa normal. Pero maraming nagsasabi na this is not, things will never be back to where it was before. Ano ba yung reaction nyo dito, Bob?
Well, no, I think the work from home is quite effective. And I think it has been proven that we can do the business, except of course for our salespeople. Kasi Cesar, what happened to us in the company is that days before the lockdown, we prepared actually for the work from home. We equipped our people with laptops, those who don't have, because a lot of our people, well, about 40 of our people are in the office. So those without desktop or laptops at home, we provided them with laptops to make. So we tested that a few days before. And I think from what I hear even from my business friends, the work from home has become the new norm. What I personally notice is that the workload is actually probably a lot more. In fact, I was talking with some of the leaders in the big national companies. They were saying that the question is when to stop working, because people work beyond 5 o'clock. People work even on weekends. And I think the expectation now is that when an email is sent, it is replied to. Now, you're saying what happens now after the lockdown or ECQ. I think it's not going to be the same. There's going to be a new norm. Like what we're planning to do is maintain social distancing within the office. What will happen is that half of the office personnel will report to the office, and then the other half will report on certain days, so mag-alternate. But of course, the expectation is that the key managers will be there in the office day to day.
Okay. Thank you, Bob, for that update on that initiative. Ang pinakapaksa natin ngayon ay focus on farmers. I think what Bob mentioned was really very, very applicable to the corporate side and other industries. But with this scenario where the farmers are really very much affected, ang mga factors na nakaapekto sila nung una is, of course, number one is the temporary suspension of mass transportation. Minsan, nakasarado din yung mga bagsakan. And then because what Bob mentioned, the social distancing, there are a lot of restrictions in terms of movement. So halimbawa, kami lang dito sa Metro Manila, nung nabalita na kailangan na namin ng na magkaroon ng lockdown and we have to stay in our homes. We really had to go to the grocery stores, to the markets, to buy food and also vegetables. Ngayon, ang hindi maaaring naalala ng mga tao ay paano naman yung mga kalagayan ng mga magsasaka. So paano makakarating or paano nila madadala ang kanilang mga produce sa markets. Maybe since Jello is there in Baguio, ano ba yung mga challenges ng mga farmers ngayon and how are these challenges addressed?
Yes, sir. Just to give you yung background, the past few days, isa sa mga kaibigan natin sa Metro Manila, they were asking na pwede bang makapagpadala kami ng food or ng vegetables sa Metro Manila. Tinatanong ko kung bakit. Sabi wala daw stocks or may accessibility. So they're having real problems. But at the same time, on the side here in Baguio, in Cordillera, ang dami nasasayang, tonelada nasasayang ng mga vegetables. Now, since we had some exposures sa Singapore and we're using mobile para lang bumili ng pagkain, Then sabi ko, maybe we can help our friends here. Especially on the farmer side, to distribute yung vegetable or products directly sa bahay nila sa Metro Manila without with our own resources, with our own way kung paano dadalhin. Because accessibility naman ng resources nandyan eh. So we tried. So sinubukan namin, sabi ko, ano ba yung mga produkto na nyo pwedeng dalhin? So, dalhin natin doon. And then, surprisingly, nagawa namin within 24 hours. Okay? Because of the help of our friends, the help of social media. And then at the same time, nung second run namin, so paano pa tayo makapagpadala dahil nga may demand, lalo na yung mga NGOs natin. We have some friends, they are looking for at least 125 or 1,250 families na kailangan mabigyan. And then the other side is 1,000 families na kailangan mabigyan para lang sila may makakuha ng produkto galing dito sa Cordillera. That's the time I reached out kay Sir Bob. Sabi ko kay Sir Bob, kung kailangan natin ng I need some support and maybe we can do something about it para lang may dala natin in big bulk yung produkto sa Manila, and at the same time yung price point niya is mababa, meaning natulungan na natin yung friends natin sa Metro Manila, natulungan pa rin natin ang farmers dito na bumaba ang wastage. Yung mga hindi nabibili, pwede na mabili and then may dala ng mura sa Metro Manila. That's the time sabi namin, Sir Bob, okay, let's do this. Kasi we are helping both sides. That's the time, sige, bilis nga. And then we realized that there's a process on how to execute it step by step. And then still following the rules of ECQ. And then make sure na accessibility of ng consumers sa produce dumating sa bahay nila, hindi na nila kailangan pumunta pa sa market kasi nga para lang make sure na bumaba yung mga affected individuals kasi we have last mile who can execute that process. So meaning there is existing process to do it. And then at the same time, proper distribution of lahat ng mga produkto na pwedeng gawin to help farmers, meron na may distribute natin. Kasi ang challenge nila, wala silang capacity to do it. They don't have the capacity in the logistics and supply chain. But we are fortunate enough we know the process of the implementation of supply chain of the whole end-to-end solution. Then we tried it.
Yeah. Jello,
Go ahead.
because you mentioned about supply chain, I'd like to also ask Sir Bob, because with your exposure, Sir Bob, in marketing several products, manufactured products. In this case, ang isa sa mga issue na pinag-uusapan is the supply chain nga. So I think Jello mentioned already the logistical requirements. So in this case na ito, when we talk about supply chain in the agricultural sector, medyo madugo din. Baka if you can also somehow explain, the supply chain in the agricultural sector, kasi ang isa diyan, kasi katulad ng sinabi ni Jello kanina, may demand halimbawa dito sa Manila, kasi nga nawawalan ng mga fresh vegetables and fruits. Pero pagdating naman doon sa probinsya, halimbawa sa Baguio, baka may oversupply nga dahil hindi nakakarating dito, and I think that's one of the issues now. Kaya nga sinasabi baka nga yung mga LGUs nga daw makatulong na direkta na sa mga sa mga farmers bumili. So can you just give Sir Bob, our viewers, somehow how the supply chain works, not necessarily in agriculture, but how the supply chain works in the agriculture sector, or in the industries, in the manufacturing where you're at?
Okay. I think we should commend Jello for this initiative, in helping the farmers. Let me touch on that first, Cesar. Kasi what happened was there was an oversupply of vegetables in Baguio because markets were closed. But here in Manila, there's a high demand for it. One is that a lot of the malls are closed where you can buy the vegetables, and people were limited in terms of going to the supermarkets. The palengkes were closed as well. So what happened here was that Jello had a face-to-face meeting with his farmers. So there was an oversupply. He put it online in terms of making it available for people here in Manila who need it badly. And then pagbagsak sa Manila noon, last mile delivery actually took care of that. So pagbagsak sa Manila noon, automatically we scheduled the last mile services to come into saan namin binabay yung goods, and then delivered right away. And then on top of that, sabi nga niya, in terms of those families, si Jello and I decided to donate a certain, 1 ton of vegetables to a community which recently underwent a disaster na nasunugan. So we made sure that we will have an access going there. We coordinated that with the Office of the Mayor, so that pagdating namin dito sa Manila, diretso kami dun sa site. Now, now, in terms of, I think the market for pharmaceutical, I think the market. Hold on.
Yeah, I think we're having some technical problems. We're live, and that's the reason why this happens. But what is interesting is that we see now that there is really a problem in terms of when you look at oversupply from the production side and also the demand of the market. Jello, are you online? So what can you say about this pandemic affecting food production and the agricultural livelihood of Filipinos?
Okay, both side na tinatamaan from production to consumers sa consumer side, tumataas ang presyo niya because of yung accessibility of goods. Okay, and then the other side, nahirapan mag-distribute ang farmers kasi nga they don't have the capacity to do it. So ngayon, naghahanap sila ng avenue where they can sell their product. Ang problem din dito, gusto nga nilang mabenta. Now, yung iba, pag umabot na ng few days yung produkto or yung fresh, nasisira, hindi naman siya nasisira, pero yung quality niya bumababa. And I think there's a way to preserve yung quality and freshness ng produce. I'm not saying it's easy, no? I'm not saying it's pwede siya ng overnight okay na. But there's a way on how we can maintain the quality of the produce coming from farmers, and then para tumaas ang certain value, and then at the same time, bababa ang presyo sa consumer pag naidala ng Metro Manila. So accessibility siya. Tumataas siya because of certain challenges and certain implementation of logistic and supply chain. But how to solve these challenges? I think work hand in hand together with the local government and then the private sector, make sure may proper implementation of the whole supply chain process para pagdating sa Metro Manila, nandun yung accessibility ng lahat ng mga goods. And not only vegetables, not only fruits. Here because of our research sa the past few days, ang dami mga produkto rito na surprisingly na hindi na idadala sa Metro Manila na high quality siya. And then nagbe-benefit lahat niyan. Hindi sometimes it's not the farmers, no? That's why we need to create a value chain whereby magkakaroon ng certain focus on how to really help the farmers kasi oras na tinutukan sa farmers, bababa ang lahat ng bababa ang yung quality control mo, bababa kasi quality na yung napoproduce, yung supply chain process mo, in-educate mo sila, yung problema nila where to sell their produce, bibigyan mo sila ng platform to sell that a product, and then accessibility ng consumer mas madali na lang. So if you have that platform whereby end-to-end solution, accessibility ng both sides, then parang kang nagmamatch. Minamatch mo yung opportunity ng both sides and then accessibility, but it will take a little bit of time, no?
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
Maganda yan, Jello, kasi parang ang sinasabi mo, parang minimension mo na bababa yung presyo. So, siyempre, kapag mas mababa yung presyo, mas maraming, mas matutuwa, katulad namin dito sa Metro Manila, na it will really lead to lower prices of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Pero, what are the factors that makes the price higher? Halimbawa, kasi ngayon you are going to come up with new technologies to ensure that somehow some of the resources will not be used anymore. Like for example, with technology and the others. But before you respond, let's pause for some commercials. Open for business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Magtatagumpay tayo, salamat. Kung mag-fail tayo, salamat. Ang importante po, sinubukan natin, ginawa natin yung makakaya natin.
Napatunayan ko na yung talent na binigay sa akin ng Diyos, mas may expose pa. Kaya sa mga ibang artist dyan, lalo na sa mga may kapansanan din, mag-explore pa tayo ng ibang bagay tulad nito. Huwag tayong magtago, huwag tayong mahihiya. Gawin natin kung ano yung gusto talaga nating gawin.
This program is presented by
SMC Infrastructure, building a better world. Vet-approved NutriChunks, the only premium dog food with active boost for optimum energy and probiotics that help strengthen immunity. Just like Catherine Bernardo, gawing listo ganado ang fur babies niyo. Listo ganado sa NutriChunks. Sanmig sugar-free white coffee. Puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na! Sanmig sugar-free white coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free.
Magnolia Chicken Templados. Delicious, ready to cook and freshly marinated daily. Pure Foods Luncheon Meat. Pure sarap for every family. Star Chunky Cheese Corned Beef. Ang cheesy ng corned beef mo. Walang duda. Kids can tell na #1 ang Pure Foods Tender Juicy. Ang tender, ang juicy, ang sarap.
Co-presented by Kubert, expert in air conditioning and electromechanical. Also engaged in structural, electrical, fire protection, plumbing, and sanitary services. Kubert, your ultimate NEPs and air conditioning solutions. Vita Herbs Philippines Green Coffee. Masarap, mabango, at healthy pa. Canrip Corporation, your ventilation and air conditioning specialist. New San Jose Builders Incorporated. Unlad Incorporated International. Fight against global poverty. In participation with Rain or Shine and Estomeric Waterproofing Paint. Color for protection for your home. Matimco. Matimco is wood. Wood is Matimco. R Square Marbles Incorporated, your trusted UPS supplier and UPS maintenance provider in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. CompuZell Computer Services, ID card and lanyard manufacturer. Saisho International Trading Corporation, DN Steel, EMAT UPVC Roof Corporation.
Listo at ganado ang baby ko sa vet-approved NutriChunks. With active boost and prebiotics na Pampalisto. Made with real meat, with essential nutrients to help them grow healthy and happy. Listo, ganado sa NutriChunks.
The South Luzon Expressway, a 36-kilometer long road that runs from Alabang to Santo Tomas, Batangas, connects several commercial and residential areas in the Greater Manila and the provinces of Laguna, Cavite, and Batangas. This will soon be extended all the way to the province of Quezon.
Hey, Gretchen Ho here, and I'm a white coffee lover. Creamy kasi, and very yummy. Pero mas masarap kung hindi nakaka-guilty. Check my new discovery, San-Made Sugar-Free White Coffee. Puno ng white coffee taste without the sugar, kaya lower calories. Try mo na! San-Made Sugar-Free White Coffee. Sarap ng white coffee, now sugar-free.
Bakit natin ipinagluluto ang mga mahal natin? We want them to feel special. Sa meaty luncheon meat that we serve. If your pure intentions had a taste, it would taste like Pure Foods. Pure sarap, Pure Foods luncheon meat.
Open for Business is back, and still with me is Bob Segovia, Managing Director of Pascual Total Health, and Angelo Senon Valdez, CEO and founder of Harper & Hill and ASEAN HR Media. Ang naiwan kong tanong sa'yo kanina, Jello, ano ba yung nagpapataas o nagpapababa ng presyo? Kasi sa mga consumers dito sa Metro Manila, siyempre mas gusto namin mababa ang presyo. At siyempre, kung yung mga magsasaka naman, mas gusto nila sana, mas kumita sila. So ano ba yung mga factors na nagpapataas ng presyo dito? At ano yung ideya na ginagawa ninyo para masolusyonan ito na talagang tuloy-tuloy na bumaba ang presyo para sa amin at lumaki ang kinikita ng mga magsasaka?
Yes, sir. Sir, not only about, pababain yung presyo niya. Yes, maganda kung mababa nga. But at the same time, dapat maintain yung quality. Mas maganda yung quality na nare-receive ng consumer. Consumers natin sa Metro Manila, kailangan quality also. It doesn't mean na, okay, dinala sa pinto mo, i-deliver sa'yo na maayos, tapos may sira naman pala siya o may tama. Kasi sabi ko nga, may mga challenges along the way. Lalo na pag fresh or sabihin na nating ang fruits, 'di ba, ang buhay niyan hindi ganoon katagal. So we need to really make sure na yung process ng sa simula pa lang sa farmers hanggang sa consumers, kailangan maayos siya. Ano? Kaya tumataas ang presyo ng bilihin because of number one, accessibility. Transport. So tumatagal siya, ngayon pinipreserve pa nila, maintaining the quality. So tumataas ng tumataas, but at the same time, sa simula, wala kasing quality control. No? If there's an opportunity to change the value chain whereby pagsimula ka to teach them, to help them, educate them, accessibility ng information na quality control pa lang sa simula. Pag-aralan na kaagad kung paano maganda ang kalalabasan, tataas ang value ng farmers. But at the same time, bababa ang presyo dyan kasi hindi mo na kailangan i-stock pa, hindi mo na kailangan mag-quality control pa, magkuha ka ng tao para i-stock pa sa warehouse. What if there's an opportunity na galing pa lang sa farm or galing pa lang dito, na segregate mo na yung class A, B, C. Now, yung wastage na hindi bibili na produkto, you have the capacity to change it, gawing juice, gawing other products, or gawing soup. I-process siya para kahit pa paano, mabili yung mga produkto na yon na imbis na masayang, imbis na itapon, imbis na mabaliwala, tinutulungan mo pa yung farmers na, naging ganito siya. Naging ibang produkto siya. Natulungan mo pa siya. Now, if meron kang access na i-distribute din yun sa Metro Manila, yung fresh juices, and then makikita nila, mas ma-appreciate nila. So, nababawasan mo na yung wastage, tumaas yung value ng produkto nila, bumaba yung presyo ng consumer, then end-to-end solution within 24 hours, then ang access ng produkto at magawa mo na seamless, then beneficial ang both side, no?
So parang nagde-diversify. So
nag-diversify, oo.
Yeah. Balikan ko lang si Sir Bob kanina, naputol tayo doon sa kanilang connection. Sir Bob, because of I think what we left was your discussion of the supply chain. Now, just to clarify, ang supply chain dito sa agriculture, magkaiba definitely doon sa your background in manufacturing and pharmaceutical. Kasi ang sinasabi natin dito pag agriculture, may, what's the term there? Perishables, di ba? So kung baga parang hindi po madaling mabulok yung iba. Unlike of course, in manufactured products, in pharma, the shelf life is really long. So, ano yung mga naiisip nyo? What are the best practices in the manufacturing, in the pharma industry that can be really tapped by the farmers and maybe your partnership with Jello, making sure that the best practices of both industries can somehow, be applied in your value supply chain?
Siguro, Cesar, let me give you an insight in terms of some of the similar things that's what's going on in terms of demand and supply, which Jello experienced in Baguio, wherein there's overproduction of vegetables because there's nowhere to bring it. And then on a particular item, pag naubos yun, the price will increase. Similarly, in pharma, I think you've noticed that in the past few weeks, especially during the first 2 weeks of the lockdown, we all witnessed this long queue in these drugstore chains. Basically, the parang nag-hoarding ng some of the essential items. The essential products that are related to COVID. So if you take a look, and I don't know if you experienced that, the multivitamins and the vitamins just were gone in the shelves. In fact, if you go to the drugstore, there were no more supply of these vitamins, vitamin C, to be exact, because it became like the solution to protect you from COVID. Now, just to give you more insight into that, I was talking to a manufacturer because I was trying to get a vitamin C Sabi nga niya is the concern right now on the price, because that's the issue here, is that because of the global demand for the raw material on vitamin C, the price from a $300 became $600. But what is good about these manufacturers is that they're trying to contain that. They're trying to absorb initially. They're not doing a price increase. But of course, if this will continue, then that's a possibility. Kaya lang, people were saying that, some of my friends were telling me, wow, swerte niyo, pharma kayo, you're probably doing extremely well. Not entirely, Cesar. It will depend on the portfolio that you have. If your portfolio are mostly essential products needed for COVID, then you're probably at your peak right now. But if you're into a portfolio with a mixture of essential and non-essentials, to be in particular, if you're in the vanity line, okay, it's not an essential right now. People will reserve their money for the essentials, and those vanity products will be, a second or probably a third priority at this point. But the question there is, after lockdown, when we try to normalize things, going to the new normal, is it going to go back to the same? I don't think so. Not soon. So the question there is how you. Kaya nga yung ginagawa namin dito ni Jello sa vegetables is actually adapting to the new norm, wherein it's delivered right at your doorstep. Okay, you don't have a chance now to go out as often as you can, and this will fall through the same for the pharmaceutical industry. I think the last mile delivery is going to be an essential part now of the day-to-day selling of the products. So I think we should look into that as a pharmaceutical company on how we can adapt to this new norm that's going to happen.
Thank you for that insight, Sir Bob. Now, the question is, for both of you, maybe I'll start with Jello. A lot of the farmers, like especially the ones in Baguio, kasi nasa Baguio ka ngayon, would want to participate in this kind of project where they just have to approach you, sell their products to you, do this quality control that you have, and there's demand from your end because you're the ones dealing with logistical companies. So what is the process where farmers can approach you and where farmers can benefit more? Kasi ngayon, hindi na lang sila aasa doon sa kung sino ang kakatok sa kanila or kanino nila ibabagsak ang produkto nila. There could be more farmers kasi ang gusto nating matulungan ngayon, mga farmers, dahil sila yung medyo nahihirapan sa kalagayan nila ngayon. So, paano what's your move to ensure that more farmers will be able to join this? Are you tapping cooperatives? Are you tapping the LGU as well? Are you really coming up with a community of your farmer suppliers who will be able to participate? And maaaring hindi lang ito sa Baguio. Posibleng this project could be in different parts of the country, and even eventually it could go global. Go ahead, Jello.
Our plan now is to make it sustainable, Sir Cesar. And to be able to do that, you need to build this core team and a strong team, whereby, in terms of execution, put it in a bigger and in a more sustainable way. But at the same time, inject a certain process of technology, end-to-end solution. But how to make sure na magsisimula sa yung vision mo to help the farmers is to focus on quality control and educate the source. Sabi nga nila, if you help or pag tinulungan mo kung sino nagtatanim na kinakain mo, magiging maayos ang pagkain mo, di ba? Pero kung sa simula pa lang, hindi mo siya natutulungan, ang tendency niyan, kung hindi magiging mahal yan, hindi masarap yan. Hindi masustansya yan. Sinasabi ng matatanda, di ba? Now, to be able to do that, and able to make sure maiparating natin ng maayos sa kanila, we really need to create a team, no? A team here in Baguio. Meron tayong network sa cooperative, meron tayong network na sa universities for research and development. Meron tayong a network sa Manila really based on science. Dito yung naisip mo lang, inject mo, ganun na yon. So we really need to have make sure na may proper education, okay, accessibility of information, and then build a center whereby there's a proper segregation of Class A, Class B, Class C product para dun pupunta ang farmers para ibenta nila yung produkto nila, and then mabibili mo siya ng tama, hindi mo siya babaratin, and then at the same time yung mga produkto na Class B or Class C na pwede naman siyang gawing ibang produkto like juices, then yun ang pagtututukan namin para wala siyang waste product. Yun ang pinakamahirap sa magsasaka. Ang tagal niya inalagaan yan. Karato-rato, pag binili, napakababa or hindi siya mabili. Sabihin natin na ibibigay siya or free siya or what. Pero in reality check, ang hirap sa side ng farmers yun. Kasi it's a waste. And for us to help them, kailangan may seamless process ng transportation down to consumer, may bibili ng produkto, but still maintaining the quality of the product. I think that's the most important.
Pero in that case ba, Jello, what's the level of pricing? Kung halimbawa, siyempre, is it more competitive? Kunyari, pag yung farmer ngayon, dahil nahihirapan siya, natuwa siya, na may produkto siya ngayong i-offer sa inyo. Is it more now of, like, say, can you, what's your view on, what's the pricing strategy? Is it more expensive now because there's a huge demand, or it's the same where our farm mas masaya ba ngayon ng magsasaka na parang may market na siya, medyo mas malaki pa yung kikitain niya?
Yes, in all honesty, Cesar, we're only scratching the surface, no? We're scratching the surface and checking all these challenges ng farmers. Pero coming back sa tanong mo, now there's an opportunity na tumaas ang presyo ng produkto nila. Okay? But at the same time, tataas ang kalidad ng produkto nila. Kasi gusto nila mabenta ng mas mataas ang produkto nila. Okay? Ng tama. But at the same time, bababa ang presyo ng produkto dyan kasi you don't need to mag-focus masyado ng quality control, preservation, and all that. Kasi maraming mapuputol yung ibang proseso na didiretso na ng end-to-end process na siya. Rather than pagdating pa sa Manila, ilalagay mo sa warehouse, pagdating sa warehouse, i-repack mo pa. What if you have, tulad ng, just to give you an example, sa isang bansa na first world siya, ang supply namin doon nanggagaling pa sa ibang bansa. Yung isang produkto na galing doon, nanggaling pa rito sa Benguet. May 3 hectares na constantly pinatutubo nila yung vegetable, and then isasakay sa eroplano, dadalhin sa Singapore, and then fresh pa rin na dumadating sa amin, no? Galing dito, and we don't know that, no?
Okay. Hold on, Jello. Yeah. Now, I just have to go back to Sir Bob. Sir Bob, I think Jello mentioned about the dynamics in agriculture, the dynamics between the farmers from the demand side and the supply side. We all know that, of course, the Philippines is an agricultural country, with our land that's great for farming all kinds of crops. Ano po ba yung vision naman ninyo sa agricultural industry natin? We know that some Filipinos still buy exported products. Ang sabi nga ko nga kanina sa introduction ko, nakasalalay daw kung ang future ng agriculture sa pagtangkilik ng mga Pilipino sa mga produkto na galing sa ating mga magsasaka. We appreciate this partnership that you have because you are looking at how these products from the farmers will go directly to the consumers. Can we have your vision? What do you want to achieve in the agricultural industry?
Okay, because Jello and I have been talking about this now, and we actually continue to brainstorm every night on how we can improve and making this available to the people here in Manila, because this is where we are doing it right now. No? Now, talking about the quality, if only I can show you some of the vegetables that we brought down here that we gave out to people here. Actually, yung carrots nga, when I saw it, I told Jello, parang hindi totoong carrots to. One, the size is big and the color is really good. Para siyang pang sine actually yung itsura ng carrots, no? All the way to the cauliflower. They're really good, no? In fact, when I donated that and some of the officials saw that, they were really impressed on it's really high-grade vegetables, no? Now, the question there is, how do we really make it available here? Now, sabi ko nga kay Jello, let's really find a way how to make it available here without really costing too much details. Kasi hindi naman namin pwede to i-deliver to every household, Cesar, to be honest. No? We don't have the structure to do that. No? So, right now, what we're trying to do is partner with some of these companies, or right now we're trying to finalize a partnering agreement with a group that we will bring down the vegetables here in bulk to them, and then they make it available. No? Kasi, honestly, walang mga palengke ngayon. You have to maintain social distancing. So we will make it available in certain communities and certain areas where these people residents can buy it, individuals can buy it. Ang ginagawa namin ni Jello, when we bring it down, meron na siyang pupuntahan so that there's no wastage. So whatever we get from the farmers, before it comes to Manila, kina-quality check na yan sa Baguio. Pagdating dito, it goes to a certain bagsakan. Okay. The shipment that we had a few days back, no? That was about, Jello, that was 2.5 tons. Am I right?
3.2.
3.2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we donated the 1 ton, and then the other 2.3 tons. It just stayed in the temporary warehouse that we used. No, they were made sure they're packed well. We did a quality check, and then this last mile delivery all came in there and picked up and then sent out. In just 2 days, Cesar, wala na yung lahat ng gulay, no? They're all with
Yeah, I think I was one.
individual residences, no?
Actually, Bob, I think I was one of those who was who was waiting for that delivery, and unfortunately, it was all.
I hope you got it.
All taken, but that's good because we're running out of time, and maybe before we end the interview, I'd like to also ask Jello now, ano ang pag-asa? Mabuti na maraming mga individuals in the private sector like both of you are really helping the farmers and thinking of ways of these innovations to really help our farmers. Ano ang pag-asang maibibigay at maaasahan pa ng ating mga magsasaka para somehow ay maibsan naman ang kanilang kahirapan at patuloy silang kumita sa mga panahon ng krisis na ganito.
For sure.
Jello, your turn, Jello.
Yes. Okay. Before I share more about farmers, I'm reaching out to the private sector. No, we are reaching out to private sector partner with us. No, help us to help you reduce the cost. No, help us to help the farmers here. No, walang ibang magtutulungan kundi private sectors. No, so we found an avenue whereby we can integrate the whole process. And the only way for us to do this in a big scale, we need partners, no? And we have different products. We have different products na pwede namin ibaba na ang gaganda na kailangan matikman ng lahat. And in a lower cost, no? But at the same time, yan ang makikinabang lahat ng farmers. No? Farmers. And if we can do it here, then I'm sure we can duplicate the process in any part of the Philippines. No? Kung saan merong nagsisimula iba-ibang klase ng produkto. And I think this will affect also yung end-to-end supply chain ng agricultural industry. And I'm reaching out sa farmers, talk to us. Reaching out sa mga private sectors. We are ready by next month, and stay tuned. We are planning something bigger that will affect the consumers as well. And we are thankful sa support sa community. And hopefully we can serve you better.
Thank you so much, Sir Bob and Jello, for gracing this episode of Open for Business. I am sure because of the excitement that you have told me now, I think we can talk more about new initiatives in the future. Thank you very much to both of you. That's Bob Segovia, Managing Director of Pascual Total Health, and Angelo Senon Valdez, CEO and founder of Harper & Hill and ASEAN HR Media. And our term of the week is from Investopedia. Our term of the week is agribusiness. Agribusiness is the business sector encompassing farming and farming-related commercial activities. The business involves all the steps required to send an agricultural goods to market: production, processing, and distribution. It is an important component of the economy in countries with arable land, since agricultural products can be exported. And our word of the week is from Thomas Jefferson. He said, "Agriculture is our wisest pursuit because it will, in the end, contribute most to real wealth, good morals, and happiness." Thank you for watching Open for Business. Join us again in the next episodes of Open for Business for more insights from CEOs, thought leaders, and industry experts promoting business development in the Philippines. See you again every Saturday and Sunday here in Open for Business, where we discuss business information, deliver the latest business news to keep you informed and open for business, and be ahead of the curve from vision to action. You're on Facebook Live on Eagle News, and you can watch us again in the video section of Eagle News Facebook page and on eaglenewslive.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Eagle News. And here are the many ways to donate and be able to help health workers and frontliners through the FYM Medical Foundation as our beneficiary. First, donate via pymy.co/EBC. Just use any Visa, MasterCard, or JCB credit, debit, or prepaid card and donate by logging on to pymy.co/EBC. Just choose an amount you wish to donate and enter your card details. And the second is to donate via the PayMaya app. If you have a PayMaya account, you can easily donate by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. Just log on to your app, click the scan button, point your camera to the QR code that you see on the screen and enter the amount you wish to donate. And also you can donate via PayPal. For PayPal app users, log on to eaglenews.ph and click the PayPal donate button now found at the upper portion of the website. Input the amount you wish to donate, click use this donation for Enjoy Music Beyond the Crisis, and choose between donate with PayPal or donate with a credit card for your other details. You can also donate directly to the EBC bank account that is flashed in your screens. You can transact online or directly with your banks. Wherever you are in the world, you can easily help those affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, even while at home, through our beneficiary, FYM Medical Foundation. Donate now and watch out for the next performances of Enjoy Music Beyond the Crisis, the EBC 52nd Anniversary Special on Net25 and in all EBC social media channels on May 10 and 17, 2020. Together, let's all do our part and stand one against COVID-19. Enjoy Music Beyond the Crisis. We're open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos. We live in interesting times.